right, everybody, welcome to another video. It is a quick snippet of the news that have been going on during the week, and there's a lot. First one's up. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this. It's been the talk of the town. I actually feel really bad about the guys, but in Atlanta airport, video shows a Delta plane's tail severed after collision while taxiing at Atlanta airport. So the aircraft, the Delta Airbus 350 was headed to Tokyo. The Bombardier CRJ-900 was heading to Lafayette, Louisiana. The FAA administration told Fox Digital. The FAA will investigate the incident, which occurred at the intersection of two taxiways around 10:10 a.m. local time on Tuesday. Now, it has been floating around. You saw the Airbus 350 taxiing, which looked like he was on centerline and just basically clipping the tail of the CRJ-900, and the tail just completely came off. So there was 221 customers on Delta 295 that was heading over to Tokyo, and 56 customers on Delta's 5526 at the time of the incident. One of the passengers was quoted, "Well, that was terrifying. Taxiing out from a flight from Atlanta to Louisiana, and another plane appears to have clipped the back of our plane. Very jarring, metal scraping sounds and loud bangs. We're fine, no fire or smoke." So I can imagine that hit pretty hard in order to take the tail off. And, you know, it goes back to flying. For me, going back to flying the C5 in the days and being left seat on that thing, I was absolutely terrified taxiing that, especially when we went to small airports like Yokota and taxiing around on those small taxiways. It's tough, and you know, those wings are so long that it's kind of hard to see. So anyways, that was the talk of the week. Man, you know, I think we could all be in that situation where, you know, hey, it looks good, but maybe it's not good. So anyways, what do you guys think? Were you guys there at Atlanta? I know a lot of you guys fly out of Atlanta. You know, just again, another accident, and but everybody was okay, so we're happy on that. Comment down below what you think of that. Obviously, we don't want to pile on the guys. It's a mistake. You know, who knows what side of the house made the mistake, but obviously metal was bent, so they're going to figure it out as they usually do. In other news, this is a big one out of Southwest Airlines. Again, I am not a spokesman, I'm just reading the news. Southwest Chairman Gary Kelly to retire under pressure from activist Elliott. Now, this has been going on kind of for a little bit. The Elliott Group in months past have talked about gaining a more than 10% share of Southwest stock, which gave them the ability to call a special session in the board of directors, and they had a lot of desires to change the way that Southwest was running. So they made those very public, which included replacing some of the members of the board, and it looks like they are going to do that. In a letter to shareholders after a meeting with Elliott in New York on Monday, Kelly said his role as chairman was always meant to be transitional and would end next year in the spring after Southwest's annual meeting. Both Southwest and Kelly expressed confidence in Jordan's leadership. So Bob Jordan is the CEO of Southwest Airlines, and they're quoted as saying, "Bob has a proven track record over the decades," Kelly said. "Most importantly, he has what it takes to lead Southwest through a significant transformation." Now, the article goes into a little bit more detail. As part of the overhaul, 6 directors will voluntarily step down in November, and Southwest plans to appoint 4 new independent directors in the near term, which would potentially include up to 3 candidates proposed by Elliott. I don't know about you guys, but you know, change is always kind of hard for everybody, but I really think that there are going to be some positive steps. They've already talked about whether you're on one side of the fence or the other on the assigned seating. They are talking about offering a premium cabin, something with a little bit more leg room. So I'm actually very interested in seeing what they have planned. Maybe a bigger airplane, maybe going a lot farther. It's interesting, and it's very, I'm a little nervous, but you know, I think change is coming, definitely, and we'll see kind of how that plays out. So what do you guys think of that? You know, Gary Kelly's been around a long time, led the airline through a lot of tough situations and challenging times. Now he's going to step out. He's going to have somebody else come in, and they're going to take this company in another direction, or actually at least make some changes to the direction that they were going. You know, we'll see what happens. So love to hear your comments. Comment down below. We'll see what goes on. Hey, now we're going to send it over to Ryan, where he's going to update us on the latest happenings of hiring in the airline community.
Starting with some pilot news this week, pilots at Air Canada may strike as soon as Sunday. The airline says it's preparing for an orderly shutdown of its operation as a 28-day cooling off period comes to an end. The pilots, which are represented by ALPA, are claiming that their wages haven't kept up with either inflation or their US counterparts. The 72-hour strike notice could be issued as early as Sunday. Let's talk about mechanics. American says it's going to be hiring over 500 maintenance staff over the next couple of years as it opens more heavy maintenance lines across the United States. The 500 openings include both AMTs, aircraft maintenance technicians, and support staff. Specifically, the airline says it's going to be hiring 122 AMTs at its Charlotte hub, 40 in Pittsburgh, and 227 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The airline says that the application is now open on its website.
All right, thanks Ryan for that update. All right, well, hey, just a quick snippet for you guys this week. I hope you guys have a great weekend, because I am ready for the weekend for sure, because I'm going to be on reserve, so I might be working. But anyways, go out and have a good day, because remember, it's always a good day to have a good day, so have a good day. We'll see you.